Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that proves true resilience. Creativity and a touch of daring can turn disaster into an unparalleled triumph. Imagine this: 1975 Snow Paulo, the city's most celebrated fashion designer. A woman whose name was synonymous with elegance and luxury wakes up to a nightmare. Her entire empire, her beloved atelier, goes up in flames. Everything lost in one night. The insurance company? They won't pay a dime. Investors vanish. Her loyal staff with heavy hearts have to leave. She's left with virtually nothing. But wait, she still had one thing, a silent, gleaming companion, her stunning 1972 Ford Maverick GT. So what did this extraordinary woman do? She did what only a true visionary, a phoenix rising from the ashes, would do. She turned her beloved car into a mobile fashion studio. And from that driver's seat, she didn't just rebuild her empire. She revolutionized an entire industry. Get ready for an incredible tale of glamour, grit, and a gorgeous green Ford Maverick. Our protagonist, the legendary Maria Clara Fontaine, wasn't just any designer. A woman of French-Brazilian heritage, Maria Clara was the undisputed queen of haute couture in 1970s Brazil. Her name echoed through the exclusive salons and social circles, dressing the nation's elite. From high society matrons to the wives of prominent politicians, her atelier wasn't just a workshop. It was a sanctuary of style, nestled on Oscar Freire Street, the Brazilian equivalent of Rodeo Drive. Think exquisite fabrics, intricate designs, the hum of sewing machines, and the quiet buzz of creation. It was the epitome of glamour and sophisticated artistry. Then, in a single devastating night, it was all gone. The fire consumed everything. Bolts of silk, stacks of hand-drawn sketches, precious patterns, the specialized equipment, all reduced to ash and rubble. The financial toll was staggering. An estimated $2 million loss in $1,975, a sum that would be astronomical today. Maria Clara was 48 years old at the time. Can you imagine the whispers? The condescending remarks? She's too old to start over, they said. Her moment has passed. But Maria Clara Fontaine was not one to be defined by whispers or ashes. She was a force of nature, a true artist, and her story was far from over. Now let's talk about the only asset that the insurance company did cover. The one thing Maria Clara managed to salvage from the wreckage of her financial life. Her magnificent 1972 Ford Maverick GT. This wasn't just any car. This was her car. It gleamed in a custom metallic green paint, a color she had personally chosen, reflecting the lush Brazilian landscapes she adored. And the interior? Oh, the interior was a work of art in itself. Luxurious cream leather, meticulously designed by Maria Clara herself, perfectly complementing the car's sporty yet elegant lines. It was her personal sanctuary, her pride and joy. And it was about to become so much more. Faced with ruin, Maria Clara looked at her Maverick not as a vehicle, but as a vessel of possibility. If her atelier was gone, then her atelier would simply have to move, and move it did. The transformation was nothing short of ingenious. The back seat of the Maverick, once a place for friends and family, was meticulously reorganized to become her fabric storage, carefully rolled and protected. The spacious trunk was outfitted to hold an array of sewing supplies, spools of thread, zippers, buttons, embellishments, and all the tools a couturier needed. The passenger seat, with a custom-made fitting, became the perch for her portable sewing machine, a true symbol of her mobile artistry. Her new routine? Instead of clients coming to her grand atelier, Maria Clara, in her gleaming green Maverick, would drive directly to them. Imagine the scene, pulling up to opulent mansions and exclusive penthouses, not as a visitor, but as the designer, bringing her studio right to their doorstep. She would fit dresses in their living rooms, surrounded by their personal environments, offering an unprecedented level of personalized service. This wasn't just a novelty. It was mobile haute couture, a concept unheard of, a direct response to an unimaginable crisis. She was bringing the high fashion experience right to her clients' homes, making luxury more intimate and accessible than ever before. But as with any revolution, there were initial challenges. The high society women of São Paulo, accustomed to the grandeur of her Oscar Freire atelier, were initially skeptical, even dismissive. A designer who works from a car? They scoffed. How utterly scandalous! How could one possibly create a gown of true elegance from a mere automobile? It was a hurdle, a barrier of perception that Maria Clara had to shatter, and shatter it she did. The pivotal moment arrived when she secured an appointment, against all odds, at the mansion of the governor's wife, one of Brazil's most influential socialites. Maria Clara arrived in her Maverick, tools and fabrics neatly arranged, and began her work, not inside the mansion, but right there, in the prestigious driveway. She draped, she pinned, she stitched, creating a bespoke gown under the open sky, with the elegant Ford as her backdrop. What happened next was a stroke of destiny, or perhaps Maria Clara's subtle genius at work. Photos of this extraordinary scene, the famed designer, her green Maverick, and the creation of a stunning dress in a governor's driveway, somehow leaked to the press, and just like that the skepticism vanished. The whispers of scandal transformed into shouts of admiration. It wasn't just a story, it was a sensation. Maria Clara Fontaine had ignited a fashion revolution, one driven by pure innovation and an unyielding spirit. Suddenly, haute couture wasn't just a necessity for Maria Clara, it became the hottest trend in Brazilian fashion. Her unique approach was featured prominently in Vogue Brazil, praising her ingenuity and her fearless defiance of convention. Other designers, initially critical, began to cautiously, then eagerly, copy her mobile model, proving her concept was not just viable, but visionary. And here's the most incredible part. Maria Clara Fontaine never reopened a physical store. Not a single one. She realized that her mobile atelier offered a level of intimacy and bespoke service that a traditional brick-and-mortar store simply couldn't match. Her business didn't just recover. It soared to unprecedented heights. She became more successful, more renowned, and arguably more influential than she had ever been before the fire. The Maverick, her loyal companion, became her trademark, her signature, a symbol of her unstoppable spirit. It wasn't just a car. It was her brand, her mobile canvas, and the engine of her comeback. Maria Clara Fontaine eventually retired in 1995, at the peak of her legendary career. But her legacy, and that of her extraordinary Maverick, lived on. She lovingly donated her cherished car to a prominent fashion museum, ensuring its story would inspire generations to come. To this day, if you visit that museum, you'll find the custom metallic green Maverick GT displayed with reverence. And if you look closely, you can still see the ghosts of its working past. Fabric samples tucked away in the back seat pockets. A worn pin cushion still perched on the dashboard, and a measuring tape slightly faded hanging casually from the rearview mirror. The museum proudly displays it not just as a car, but as the studio that moved. A testament to the fact that true creativity knows no boundaries. No fixed address, and certainly no limits. They said she was finished. They said she was too old to start over. They said a designer couldn't possibly work from a car. But Maria Clara Fontaine didn't just prove them wrong. She redefined what was possible, all from the driver's seat of her beloved Ford Maverick GT. Her story is a powerful reminder that sometimes, when everything seems lost, the most unexpected solutions, fueled by courage and creativity, can lead to the greatest triumphs. It's about taking your unique challenges and turning them into your signature strength. What an inspiring journey, right? I hope Maria Clara's story resonated with you as much as it did with me. If you loved this deep dive into fashion history and incredible resilience, please hit that like button. Share this video with a friend who needs a little inspiration. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories like this one. Your support helps us bring these incredible narratives to life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.